Alright guys, let's just start off by saying to be weak is to be immoral, okay? And today in the world there's obviously a lack of masculine energy, of real good masculinity, and that causes issues. And weak men with a lack of masculinity, they tend to be quite weak, okay? And why is being weak immoral? Well, if you're physically weak, somebody has to take care of you. If you're mentally weak, you tend to cause issues. Okay, even in the US Army, I believe they don't even recruit people below 80 IQ. And that's because they cause more issues. And you'd think, oh, let's send the fucking retards out to battle. That's a good use for them. But no, they just fucked shit up like Private Pyle from Full Metal Jacket. But I'm making this video about feminine energy in men because I know it is a big pain point today in young men, and it makes sense. I get it. There's a massive lack of masculinity in the world today, and so many influencers are projecting and they have their own opinion on how young men should act, and a lot of it makes sense. But the problem is, it is making men very insecure, and is also stopping young men from being who they really are, and it cuts off valuable dimensions to one's own character. So let's just get grounded in psychology for a second. The first person to sort of notice feminine and to sort of see masculine and feminine qualities like the energy and different balances of that in people was Carl Jung. And he saw it as the anima and the animus. So the anima is like the dormant female qualities within men, and the animus is dormant masculine qualities within women. So in our DNA, who we really are on the deepest level, we have a very unique balance of feminine and masculine qualities, right? And to stifle that, to try and suppress parts of ourselves does a disservice to ourselves because we're not being who we really are. We're not being what our soul wants us to be. And our most powerful version of ourselves is about who we are. And a lot of adult life and a lot of finding your life's purpose and your life's task is about reconnecting to who you were as a kid. Because when you're a kid, when you're 5 years old, you haven't gained all these insecurities. Society hasn't straightened you out because when you're 5 years old, you're running around, you don't have a care in the world, and you're not programmed by society. So you automatically feel magnetized to certain behaviors towards doing certain things. This is a picture from when I was a kid, and I'm in the green, and that's me hugging my friends. On a very deep level, I am this expressive, loving person, and that's who I am. And to be honest with you guys, like Red Pill dating advice fucked me up. Like it actually made me super autistic because it stopped me from being who I really was. And my most powerful version of myself, my most magnetic, charismatic version of myself is that very loving, empathetic, compassionate person. And then the Red Pill dating advice told me, oh, you like if you be too feminine, if you be too kind and caring, if you show the girl that you like them, you're gonna turn them off, and all that's fucking bullshit because it stopped me from being who I really was, and that's actually beta and gay as fuck because I'm not being myself, because it stopped me from having courage, from being myself. It's like all this retarded fucking Red Pill advice trying to stop me from being who I am. That shit, now that's retarded. And so I'm making this video because I've got like really good friends, really good grounded masculine friends, and they told me, they're like, oh, like I shouldn't be like too expressive or be like too happy because then that means I'm being too feminine. I need to be masculine and grounded and stoic. And that's a bit of a shame, because some of the best parts of life is being in that really empathetic, compassionate, connective mode when you're having fun with your boys and you're just laughing, and that's kind of a feminine expression, to laugh and to be happy with your mates. And for like an Andrew Tate reel, and like to be reminded of when Andrew Tate said fun is not fun, don't have fun. I was like, oh fuck, you need to lock in, you need to be all serious. So like our best superpower as being human beings is connection, it's compassion, it's empathy, it's understanding other people. Like, you shouldn't cut yourself off from that. So chapter 12 from this book is to reconnect to your masculine or feminine energy within you. And society has its own projections of how you should be, but the most powerful version of yourself is who you are inside. Just a quick interesting thing to note, what I've seen is, as I've been traveling Europe, the further east you go, the more masculine the men get. And my theory is this is because they aren't quite as good economically, historically. So for men to express femininity, things like creativity, like fashion, haircuts like this, it's a privilege because it means that the country that they've grown up in has been economically prosperous. See, the further east you go, where conditions are a little bit worse, where there's more war, it's like, fucking Arnov, Gustav, you don't have time to be acting all pretty, to do painting. Get to the factory, dig the trenches. You see where I'm going with this? Like Leonardo da Vinci, people like Casanova, they have these interesting personalities and these amazing larger-than-life characters because they've been fully themselves and they haven't been stifled and repressed. Okay? What do you guys think? You guys think I'm right? You guys think I'm wrong? I'd love to hear it, love to learn more. And and this is also about being truly based. To be truly based is to be who you are. Okay? Like, really who you are. When I was a little kid, running around there, my catchphrase was, a cousin told me, it was, "Where's the love?" I go around and go, "Where's the love?" And that's who I am. And that's my best self. Literally. Like, connecting to that part of myself, that's what makes me feel complete. And yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Take care.